Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and I have another interesting game for you played by Mikhail Tal against Adrian Mikhalchishin. The game was played in 1978 in Tbilisi at 46th USSR Championship. Mikhail Tal had white pieces and he started with knight f3, d5 by Mikhalchishin, c4, e6, d4, knight f6, knight c3 and c6. The game is transformed into a semi-Slav defense. Now white has several options, e3 or bishop g5. These are the main moves in the game. We see bishop g5. White refuses to shut in the dark squared bishop, instead is developing it and is placing on this active g5 square, pinning the knight. D takes c4, black goes for Botvinnik variation. This line is extremely complicated, with theory stretching past moves 30 in some variations. Black is later intending to defend the pawn on c4 by playing b5 and is allowing white to grab the initiative in the center by playing e4. e4 was played in the game. Already white wants to capture on c4, that's why we see b5, a4. White is challenging black's pawn structure on the queen side, bishop b4. Black is pinning the knight, and already after a takes b5, c takes b5, the pawn on b5 square can't be captured. We see a takes b5, c takes b5, e5, and h6. Black is counterattacking dark color bishop, bishop h4, g5, knight takes g5, h takes g5, bishop takes g5, knight d7, queen f3. Now the rook on a8 square is under attack, and at the same time white is intensifying the pressure on f6 square. Rook b8 was played, and finally we see e takes f6, bishop b7, queen g3, rook g8, bishop e2, queen b6, and white cancels kingside. Instead of cancelling kingside, playing h4 and trying to make use of this passed pawn could give white better chances, but in the game we see cancelling kingside. Bishop d6, well, if queen takes d4 then white can capture on b5. That's why after cancelling kingside, bishop d6 was played. Queen h4, b4, knight d1, queen b5. The bishop is under attack. We see f4, queen d5. This time black is creating a mating threat. Bishop f3, queen takes d4 check, king h1, knight c5, queen h7, rook f8 and f5. Black king is stuck in the center of the board, and Mikhail Tal now will try to rip open the center of the board and target black king. We see the exchange of light square bishops on f3 square and knight b3, and in this position Mikhail Tal made the best decision and captured on b3. He went for an exchange sacrifice. Of course, if you play rook b1, then queen e4 can be very unpleasant with double threats. That's why Tal captured on b3 and got rid of this dangerous knight on b3 square. C takes b3, knight e3, queen e4. Well, instead of playing queen e4, queen takes b2 gives black better chances. If rook f1, then e5, closing the center of the board. But after knight e3, queen e4 was played. Queen h5, bishop c5, and f takes e6. Bishop takes e3, rook e1. Now comes rook b5. The rook is attacking white's army from the 5th rank, and queen d1. Right now Mikhail Tal is creating a very dangerous mating threat. Rook d5 and queen a1. A very impressive move, I think. From h5 square, Mikhail Tal brought the queen on a1 square, and already white is creating some dangerous threats. Rook takes g5 was played, which is a total blunder. Actually, Mikhalchishin's last moves were very weak. Maybe he was under a time pressure, that was the reason. Here comes queen a4 check, and after king d8 we see this checkmate on the board. Let's have a look at white queen's path once again. This is just insane. Thanks for watching. Here are some more suggestions for you, and for more games don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Good luck.